I'd like to see how your mind is going with all this, because it's the link between cinema and mathematics. More on the way. First of all, though, I'm going to talk to Nathan Hartley, and the reason is because of a special event being held in Bath this month, celebrating National Interfaith Week. The Bath Interfaith Group, which next year celebrates its 30th anniversary, is exploring the diversity of Hinduism, thought to be the oldest religion in the world. We can find a bit more now because Nathan's on the line. Good morning.
Hi, Jonathan. How's it going?
I'm not too bad. You sound very chirpy and lively after a windy weekend.
Yeah, well, I get up quite early anyway, so what better way to start Sunday than being on BBC Radio?
Oh, well, that's nice to know. Well, you are the chair of the Bath Interfaith Group.
Yeah.
First of all, just let me ask you about your 30th anniversary. 30 long, interesting years, no doubt, exploring faith.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually quite phenomenal. So this year, 2019, is actually 40 years of interfaith dialogue in Bath. And there was a group before the Bath Interfaith Group, but next year, so from 30 years from 1990, is 30 years of the Bath Interfaith Group. And I haven't been a part of it for 30 years, but others have. And it's been a fantastic 30 years of celebrating religion and diversity in the city of Bath. And we have a wide range of religious groups represented on the forum.
It's quite a forward-thinking thing to have done 30 years ago. We probably need interfaith more than we ever have done at the moment. But back in the day, it probably wasn't seen as something that was probably a bit more under the radar, wasn't it, interfaith?
Well, actually, you're absolutely correct. And the government, you see, took, on a national level, they took, let me work it out, 20 years to catch up, because it wasn't until 2009 that the government at the time said we need to start doing National Interfaith Week. So Bath have been doing it for almost 20 years already at that point.
So why explore Hinduism then for the National Interfaith Week?
Well, we're just finishing the Diwali season. So Diwali is a huge festival for Hindus, Sikhs and Jains, and what we wanted to do was to celebrate the diversity of Hinduism within Bath. I think a lot of people will look at Bath as other English cities and see, it's predominantly maybe very Christian, very white, very middle class. And actually, when you look under the surface, you see there's huge amounts of diversity. And we were kind of looking at the range of Hinduism, because Hinduism is debatably even more broad than Christianity. We were looking at the range of Hindu groups in Bath, and we thought this is an event we really could do quite well.
You've got a number of speakers, haven't you?
We do. So we've got 5 speakers. One of them is a councillor. So Bath and North East Somerset Council had elections this year, and 2 of them are of Indian heritage or of Hindu heritage. So one of them's coming to give a talk, coming to speak to us. We've got Charlotta Martinez from Universal Yoga. So yoga, for thousands of years, has been linked to the Hindu tradition. We've got Owen Hanna from the Mohanji Foundation. We've got Ashish Rajhansha, who's a local Hindu leader. And myself, I'm part of ISKCON, which is the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, which is also known as the Hare Krishna movement. So we're all going to be answering questions from the public on the diversity of Hinduism, and kind of to throw in a kind of slightly interesting ball into the game. The
curveball, they call it. Curveball is what they call it.
Curveball. The kind of discussion topic is, are many gods better than one? Which, when people think of Hinduism, they will think of various gods or multiple gods. So to really kind of just spice things up, see what I've done again? We're looking at are many gods better than one? And that's the discussion topic for the evening.
How engaged are locals with National Interfaith Week and also your organisation as well, the Bath Interfaith Group?
They're quite engaged. I mean, we have around 12 different religious traditions represented on the group, and we have kind of like a domino system or a filter system where we'll organise events and we'll pass it out to the 12 different groups, and they'll tell their friends and they'll tell their congregations, and people do get involved. And because the group's been running for 30 years, we've kind of got a good name, I'd like to think. We're currently working with the council, Baines Council, on plans for Holocaust Memorial Day next January. So we're doing a lot of the organisation with that. So we're involved with different things. We meet, the Mayor of Bath is our patron. So we're doing a lot of civic things as well. So people are engaged, which is a good thing.
All right, Nathan, just remind us when it's happening. So it's not this week, it's the following week, isn't it?
It is. It's Tuesday, the 12th of November, 7 to 30 p.m. at the Western Hub. The Western Hub, and I'll just give the postcode because people can probably find it on Google. BA1 4EH.
That's BA1 4EH. All right, have a lovely Sunday, Nathan. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you. Thanks, Jonathan.
Lovely,
Cheers.
thank you. Nathan Hartley, Chair of Bath Interfaith Group, on Sunday Breakfast. We'll get weather with Alex.